Right.
So there's a lot of errors of statistics that we make, of probability and statistics. The sad part of it is there's an entire industry that has risen to exploit that fact. And they're called casinos. The fact that you could go to a roulette table and somebody's got a lot of money on 7. I said, why do you have money on 7? It's due. What do you mean it's due? Well, look at the previous rolls, because they'll show you the previous rolls, and 7 hasn't appeared in 20 rolls or whatever the number is they put. So it's due. No, it's not due. This is a failure of the human brain to understand and interpret probability and statistics. There are people who are going to roll dice, okay? If they need a low number, they'll take the dice and gently roll them. So if they need a high number, they'll throw them hard. This is
nonsense.
This is crazy.
But those people are suckers. There's other people that do understand statistics, and they kick them out of casinos because they count cards.
Only for those that are not purely random, like a roulette table, okay, or dice.
Right. You
okay?
mean things like blackjack.
Yeah, correct. You can tilt the odds in your favor a little bit and be systematic about it. But I'm talking about pure probabilities. The fact that someone thinks that a number is due.
Right.
Is itself. Do you realize the American Physical Society? These are my physics peeps. That's our physics society. 1986, they were going to have their annual meeting in San Diego, and there was a hotel snafu, so they had to reschedule. And so Vegas said, we'll take you. The MGM Marina, which became the MGM Grand, we'll take you. 4,000 physicists said, okay. 4,000 physicists had their annual meeting in Las Vegas. And let me tell you, okay, K through 12, is there even a course offered in probability and statistics? You learn reading, writing, and arithmetic, not reading, writing, and probability and statistics, right? It's kind of not there. Mm-hmm. And if it's there, it's an elective, okay? Mm-hmm. So, as a scientist, especially as a physical scientist, I take some form of probability and statistics every single year I am in school. Different nuances and how data can be looked at and analyzed and put together and averaged. And the average that I told you about, you add numbers, divide by that, that's one of a dozen kind of ways you can average numbers. There are other ways. You can have a statistically weighted average. It depends on the needs, depends on the situation. Point is, the physicists came to Vegas. 1 week later, there was a news headline, physicists in town, lowest casino take ever. Physicists were told to never return to Vegas.
Really?
Yes.
They were told to never return?
They were told. Well, that might be apocryphal, but it was in the headline.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's funny.
So these are people, these are my peeps. This is what we do.
A little too smart.
We think about, it's not because we took advantage of the craps of the blackjack table. It's because they just simply didn't gamble.
Well, I'm the same way. I don't gamble either. I look how big the place is. I'm like, how was this made? By selling tickets to the buffet? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. No, this is made from suckers.
Me
and my wife went
a few months
ago.
Let's say you're winning.
Yeah.
In something. You're in the one-armed bandit, and you had a jackpot. What do they do with you? At that point, they see this is happening. What does the house do?
They check the machine.
No.
They give you free drinks.
They give you free drinks.
Yeah.
They got a comely server to come over to you and say, would you like a free cocktail?
Yes.
To stir chemicals into your brain to disrupt the little bit of objective reality that you're experiencing.
Release your inhibitions. You're feeling lucky. Are you feeling lucky, Neil?
You're feeling lucky.
Yeah. I don't feel lucky at all at casinos. I feel stupid.
Oh, and another thing with the state lotteries, this is all in the risk and reward chapter. State lotteries. Do you know what most of the revenue? It's a state money. It goes into the coffers, tax coffers. Do you know where most of that money is allocated for in most states?
No.
It goes to education.
Oh, that's good.
You didn't know that?
No, that's great.
It's cool. It's so that makes you feel a little better, like you're helping out your own state when you buy your state lottery. Here's the thing. Part of me wonders. Okay, let me join you in a conspiracy thing here. Okay. Right?
Okay.
It's my conspiracy. Okay. Am I allowed?
Yes, please.
Am I allowed one per year?
I'll give you all the ones you want. I love a good conspiracy.
The conspiracy is they have to make sure that the school curriculum does not teach probability and statistics.
What? What?
Because if they did...
Wait a minute.
If they did, then no one would play the lottery.
So they allocate money to education with a specific mandate that you can't...
I'm not saying that.
What are you saying?
Yes, I'm saying that. No,
Jamie's saying no.
It's not like a law.
No. I'm just saying it's a little suspicious
that they don't teach those
very
things.
knowledge of math that would undermine the ability of the state lottery to make money is not a required part of the math curriculum in kindergarten through 12.
So you think, but you don't think that's why?
I'm just playing with no, I don't really think that's why.
Right.
No, okay, so I see what you were doing there. You were assuming that I was totally in on this conspiracy theory and I have charts on my wall and websites devoted to it. No, it just crossed my mind how odd it is that when you know enough about probability and statistics, you bet less. And when you bet less, the revenue to the state would drop, and that's the revenue that would go to education. So it has the power to plant the seeds of its own undoing, and it doesn't do that.
So
I'm intrigued by that fact.
Just removing ourselves from the conspiracy theory aspect of it, do you think that it would be beneficial to teach probability and statistics to people?
Oh my gosh!
Look
at how many bad decisions we make.
Yeah.
Because we think we have an understanding of what is random and what is not.
Right.
What is there's the one, they did this, but actually their analysis was flawed, but the basis was well placed. So the idea, you're playing a basketball game and somebody hits a few shots in a row, they've got a hot hand, give it to them.
Yeah.
They don't have a hot hand. It is the natural consequence. If you're shooting 50% in a game or 40%,
Yes.
and you take, I don't know how many shots, you take 30 shots, you can look at the probability that you'll have multiple shots in a row that are made. And it's very high and it's very real.
But do you discount...
So it's not something special happening. It is the randomness of the statistics that's happening.
Okay, but this is talking about statistics, but from an individual basis. Do you discount the idea that sometimes people feel really good and they have a very good sense of where the ball's going, where they're more loose or relaxed or more practiced, whatever it may be, and they're more accurate because of that?
If that's the case, no, so people have good days, all right?
Right.
Clearly.